Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Exclusive Modest. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be on how to cut this lovely kaftan dress. You can see I'm using this sequins and I'm using glass dushes to cut it out. You can see. So I'm using 3 yards of this glass dushes and I'm using half yard of this sequins fabric. So the first thing I'll be folding out here is this glass dusted fabric into 4. I'll fold it into 2 first, then into 4. So this is into 2. As you can see, then I'm going to fold it into 4. Now this is after folding it into 4. The next thing I'm going to do is to take the full length of the kaftan, which is going to be 58 inches. The 58 inches is with the seam allowance. You can see this is 58 inches. Then the next thing is going to be the full length of the sleeve, because it's cut together with the sleeve, you know. So this is 28 inches. Yes, it's 28 inches. It's okay for the sleeve length. You can see. Then after that, I'm going to take the shoulder slant of 1 inch, then I'm going to connect it to the center of both back and front. You can see it now, the center of both back and front. Then after that, I'm going to take the wideness of the sleeve. I'll make it of 12, but when I see it's small, I'm going to add some inches to it. When I see it's not wide enough, I'm going to add some inches to it. So at this area, I'm going to take my arm measurement to be 10 inches. 10 inches. Here is it. 10 inches. Then from that point, I'm going to take my bust measurement. The bust measurement of 40 inches. That is 10 in 4 places. It's going to give us 40 inches. With a seam allowance of 1 inch. 1 inch is there. You can see. Then I'm going to connect it like that. Then slant it down to that 12 inch that we took. So after that, the next thing here is to cut it out. So I'm taking from the center of both back and front, then slant it down to the 1 inch of shoulder slant. You can see I'm cutting it down slantly. You can see. So this area is not wide enough. So I would like to I don't want to cut it at that point. So I want to add 2 inches to it to make it 14 inches wide. Instead of that 40 inches, that will be plus 20. The one was 12 inches, then we're adding 20 inches to make it 40. So from that 14 inches, I'm going to start it. You can even make it 16 depending on how wide you want your sleeve to be. So from that area now, I'm going to cut it slantly to the full length of the dress. So after this now, the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the neckline. The neckline here is going to be 3 inches wideness, then 1.5 inches deepness. Then I'm going to connect it by cutting it out. You can see. Then I'm going to take the length of my cape. You know, it has a cape. That is what we're going to replace back with that sequence. But what I'm cutting out from here, I'm going to stitch it together with the sequence, then place it back, because the sequence might be somehow transparent, but by the time I use this to make a facing with it, it's not going to transparent anymore. So that's why I'm using this. So the length I'm using at this now is 10 inches. I'm taking that 1.5 inches up. You know, we've already cut out at 1.5 inches, so it's 10 inches. But when I get to the shoulder, I'm not going to use that 10 inches. At the shoulder, I'm going to make use of 12 inches. No, I just chalk it up first for that 10 inches. But at the shoulder here, I'm going to make use of 11.5 inches. So ignore that first line. You can see the first line, you can see the second line. So I'm going to slant it to that, cuff it to that second line. You can see. So this is what I'm going to cut out. Yes, we are done with the cutting of the cape. Guess what we cut out? Then I'm going to take out the front, but before that I'll be notching the center. You can see I notch the center so as to know the center. When you're placing it back, you're going to know the point at the center. So the same thing applicable to the cape. I'm notching the center. Then I will now take one of these out to load the neckline. So the one that I load is going to be the neckline of the front. You know, the neckline of the front usually go down than that of the back. Then I'm going to load this with 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. You can see. Then I'm connecting it together. I'm connecting it together like this by cutting it out. So I'm going to cut out the center too, because there's going to be a zipper at the center. A small and invisible zip is going to be at the center. And the same thing applicable to the dam part also. We're going to divide the center as well. So here the center, I'm going to divide it as well. So we are done with the cuttings. The next thing here is to cut out the sequin. So you're going to place that cape you cut out and place it on the sequence to cut out that same shape before you can replace it back. So yeah, the sequence we're using, you can see. So I'm going to fold this into two, then place our cape to it. You can see. Then I'm going to cut it out. We are done with the cutting. This is for the front. You can see this is for the front. Then I'm going to cut out the second one that is going for the back. So you can see this is after cutting the back, and I'm trying to cut out the neckline. This is the neckline. If you can see the sequence, so the sequence is not properly cut at the neckline, so I'm trying to retrim it to make it nice. So this is after we opened it. You can see how it is. Then this is the plane, this is the body. So let me go and join all these and show it to you. Welcome back. Here is after joining all the cuttings together. You can see the bust line, you can see the sequence at the bust line. So there's going to be a zip at the front of the dress, and this is the sleeve. I also add some sequence to the sleeve just to beautify it. You can see how beautiful this turns out after joining it. So if you're watching for the first time, what are you waiting for? Just subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those people that have already subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.